Okay, so now that we've set up your mobile view, let's look at how to change your website theme. Now let's think about it this way. If you have a phone, an iPhone or an iPad, and you have apps on it, you know that the apps for, say, a certain company or website is going to look completely different than it does on the internet, than their actual website, because it's set up for your mobile device. So it's basically the same thing as the way Tumblr's set up. So we did your mobile view the way it would look on any kind of mobile device. And so now we're going to do how it's going to look on a website. And as I showed you before, here's mine. So if I click right here where it says website theme, see where it says change how you look on your website, because this is your URL, the address of your web page. So you're going to click here where it says edit theme, and as you can see, there's my website, and here is where you can customize it. So when you first join Tumblr and you set up your account, it most likely gave you one of those basic generic themes. If whatever picture you chose at the top for your mobile view, it probably shows it right up here. Probably has your avatar right there in the center, and then whatever posts are underneath, and that's fine. You can absolutely use that if you want, but I'm just going to show you how you can make it a little bit fancier. If you click right here where it says browse themes, now you'll see here there's some prices. You don't want any of these. There's no sense in buying a theme unless you have a company website or something. But if you click on this little down arrow, you'll see where it says free themes. And there's a whole bunch of them. And basically, you can do just what I did, and that's just play around with them. I think I probably chose every single one of them just to see what I liked the best. And then once you choose one, I'm not going to choose one because that'll erase what I have. But so I'm going to hit cancel. But when you choose one, it's going to have some options underneath. Now these options are, only for the theme that I'm using. So whichever theme you're using, it might have, some different choices. But you can choose, whatever colors you want, and things like that. Some of them have multi-columns, like mine has, I'm using the 3-column. Some of them only have 1 column, and that's, completely up to you. Okay, so another way to customize your theme is through HTML code. Now, the way to do this is you can either search for themes on Tumblr. That's how I've found many of them that I've used. I usually end up changing mine every couple of weeks or so because I get tired of it. But you can do a search, or if you just happen to look at other people's pages and you're like, ooh, I like that theme, there's usually somewhere on their page a link to the website that they got the theme from. Once you have found that theme, you're going to see that they're going to give you an HTML code. Now, just as an example, this is one that I found on the page where I got the theme that I'm using. So once you find this, you're going to highlight all of it, you're going to copy it, and then you're going to go back to where it says edit HTML, and you're going to paste it. You're going to first, before you paste it, you're going to want to highlight whatever's in there and delete it, and then paste what you just copied. Then you can click on update preview, and you can go ahead and see a preview and decide if you like it or not before you actually save it. So that's a good feature to have. Then you're going to go back And if you do like it, then you'll want to click Save. Now, once you've done that, you'll see here where it has your title. If you had already filled it out in your mobile view, you don't have to do it again. It's going to automatically be in there. And same with your description. And if you had an avatar, you'll see that there's a little pencil there because you have one. Now, depending on which theme you choose, some of them don't use your avatar or your cover photo that you used in your mobile view because it's completely customizable. A lot of themes have what's called a sidebar, and that's what this picture is right here. So, of course I could choose to put my avatar picture there, or the picture that I'd used as my cover there, or I can make it completely different, which is what I chose to do. Some of them you can choose a background if you want a picture. And like I said, it's completely customizable depending on which theme you choose. And one last thing I wanted to point out, when you choose a customizable theme like this, is your description. There was at one point where I had a pretty long description of, everything I liked or what I wanted to put on my page. And with this certain theme, as you can see when I mouse over my sidebar, there's only this small little area here that shows my description. So I couldn't have it be very long. And a lot of themes are like that nowadays. If you pick something that's pretty fancy, just wanted to point that out, because a lot of times people might have a pretty long description, and then they choose a theme and you can't even see half of their description. So just wanted to point that out. It's something to keep in mind when choosing a theme. And then, of course, when you're finished, you want to make sure that you have it saved, and then you can click Exit, and you're done.